Autism has made a lot of great strides. Hows, whys, techniques on how to make things better. A lot of individuals have been able to support a number of different theories that have eliminated autism from their lives. The catch is that it doesn't work for everybody, so it's not a cure, and we're missing something, or the spectrum has become a home for several different disorders that we don't know what they are. We're seeing them all as one thing, which is going to slow down progress in trying to fix them, make them go away, however you want to put it, whatever you see as the best option or the most realistic option. I wanted to share with you some of the more accurate facts of living with somebody with autism, how it affects your life, some of the not so pleasant things, not the success stories, not the smiles. When those are all the things you know, you're only getting a very small part of the picture. And when you see the bad parts, you're shocked, you're taken aback, and you react poorly. I've reacted poorly. It's taken me a long time to learn compassion and the understanding that I do have for her. It's not an easy thing to do. That's why I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. I wanted to go ahead and share with you some of the things we have tried. We've tried reflexology, which is pressure points in the feet, trying to relieve toxicities in the body and the ailments that they cause. Stopping brains is vitamins, biomedics, injections. We haven't done any of the injections. Louder than words is motivation, inspiration, and I haven't read it. It's too much of a cure, too much of the pretty picture for me. The art is sensory input. It's helping the children learn how to interact with the surroundings in a way that's appealing to them. Floor time, one of my favorites, one of my first, is a therapy technique teaching you how to chase them down the rabbit hole. You are going to go into Wonderland. You are going to strive to be their friend and see the way they see things. The goal is that you're going to be able to draw them out on a slow but progressive manner. School, test, therapy notes, all ways to try to figure out what is wrong, if there's something wrong that we can fix, like seizures, hearing, vision, MRIs, and the rest is techniques on how to improve her daily life. The last is the touch of healing. It's faith. And I think it's important to bring up, not only because I do have faith, but because all of these things require faith, because so many of them fail. And if you don't have faith to try the next one, you're never going to make it. Now that you've seen some of the things that people do try, and this is just a very, very small number, I wanted to share with you some of the experiences of community interaction. Again, not the pleasant ones. It is very hard to watch a child throwing a fit and pulling their own hair, or trying to lick the floor, or throwing themselves into a wall. It's hard to watch it when it's your own child and you at least partially understand. It's even harder to watch it when somebody else is doing it and not make a judgment. A lot of the comments I have gotten is unruly, unattractive, undisciplined, bad parenting. Sometimes they're just dirty looks. Sometimes they're whispered comments. In very helpful circumstances, people are friendly enough to voice their comments. They're not kind comments. They're not helpful. These things are devastating, with everything else taking so much effort to try to pull energy out to counteract these negative people. It tears a family apart. Some days are better than others. The point of sharing this with you is to help you develop some of the compassion that I have had to develop over the last few years for my daughter and the circumstances surrounding her life. It's not an easy skill to have. The more you practice it, though, the easier it gets and the more automatic it gets. I have found that it is not just extremely useful for her, but it's very useful in other aspects of your life. Just general interactions with people. When you take a step back and you are able to pause and take the moment to observe or to listen, to absorb whatever information you can, you are able to learn more. You are able to get more opportunities for more experiences, things that you may have missed because of an quick judgment. That's not an unfair judgment, because a child who is doing all those things I described is unattractive and does appear unruly and undisciplined. But it's still wrong, even if it is a fair assumption. I wanted to be able to help you have the opportunity to make a difference on a small day-to-day scale. If you do run into the circumstances, offer a kind smile if the circumstance calls for it, or just don't make it harder than what it is. On a bigger scale, there's bills and those politics that come up that can make a difference. Colorado had a bill that came up and fell 2 years ago that would have raised taxes 0.2%, but it would have ended all the special needs wait lists. These wait lists give equipment, supplies, training, life skills, job skills to individuals. A lot of these people, they can't live individually, and a lot of them have families that cannot care for them. So being able to support them, they are going to be able to turn around and be a more supportive citizen in the community. When this happens, society as a whole is improved. People are seeing more things on a daily basis. People are able to live a more enriched life. And it's a wonderful, endless cycle that's going to help everybody thrive. But the key for it to happen is compassion and the understanding that we don't understand and that it's okay. So long as we can keep that compassion in our heart, we're going to do okay. And we are going to slowly move forward, which is going to be better for everybody.